What an absolute disaster. Tonight is a horrific night. What an embarrassment. Like, I don't even have, I'm not even in a mood for an intro because I just watched the Texas Rangers big game against the Seattle Mariners in the second game of this massive series against the Mariners at T-Mobile Park. And I'm really disgusted right now. Like, I really am disgusted. Literally, we've been saying for many months and even weeks and even days leading up to the damn trade deadline that you needed to go get a closer, that you could not have Robert Garcia as your freaking closer if you want to win a freaking championship and win the World Series or even compete for a damn World Series. And what do? They don't get a closer. They don't get anybody. And there was a bevy of closers that was available. You decide to go over the luxury tax and pay the tax, and yet you only go buy it by a few $1 million. Like, that's it. There was a bevy of closers. If you're gonna go and get past the luxury tax, what the hell are you doing? Go get a freaking closer. You can't have Robert freaking Garcia as the damn closer. We all knew that this was coming. We all knew that when Robert Garcia stepped on the mound in Seattle in the ninth inning, that he was going to blow it. I don't even have to watch to know that he was going to blow it. I knew he was going to blow it. What does he do? He blows it. He literally did a Nestor Cortez to Freddie Freeman, first pitch right down the gut. And J.P. Crawford hits it long and hits it very deep to right field for a walk-off home run. It's pathetic, man. You needed this game because you're tied with, or you're one game back of the Mariners after you lost yesterday for the last wild card. And what do? You had this game in the bag and you give it up. This is such BS, man. You needed a closer. Everybody knew you needed a closer, and you don't get a damn closer. You could have gotten Bednar. You could have gotten Camilo Doval if you wanted to go that cheap route. You could have gotten freaking Jake Bird from the Colorado Rockies. You could have gotten freaking Mason Miller, but no, you let him go to the damn Padres when the Padres don't even need a damn closer to save their life because you're so freaking cheap, man. And I'm so tired of the Rangers, quote unquote, claiming to be cheap. Like, you got to be freaking kidding me, dude. You first of all, you're literally one of the sports biggest markets in Texas. You just won a championship, and you're really going to just call cheap. Are you freaking kidding me, man? Everybody knew you needed a damn closer. I don't know. I don't give a frick what it takes to go get a damn closer. Go get Mason freaking Miller. He was available. Everybody knew he was available. I don't care if you have to give up Josh Young. I don't care if you have to give up Evan Carter. I don't care if you have to give up anybody. It's worth it because he's got 3 years of control. He's a damn good reliever. We all know that. He's going to be one of the best relievers in all of baseball when it's all said and done. Like, that's how good this guy is. He's only 26 years of age. You needed to do something, and your only moves is Danny Coulombe, who pitched great tonight. No knock on him. Phil Maton was pretty good. Merrill Kelly, I like that move, but that's not enough. You needed a closer, and you literally did something. You literally addressed starting pitching, which you already had a bevy of, and instead you don't get a closer. It's so stupid. Everybody knew Robert Garcia was going to blow that nonsense, man. It's just so pathetic, dude. Like, you needed this game, and you can't have Garcia as your closer. And like, now we're stuck with him as our closer, because if you look at our entire bullpen, who is it that you can put in the ninth that you have absolute confidence in the world that he's not going to blow it? Like, you need a guy that's a shutdown closer. You can't have a bend, don't break, because eventually they're going to bend. They're going to bend. They're going to bend. And they're going to break. That's how it is. And so It's just pathetic, man. And let me talk about the bats for a second. Like, there were so many opportunities for the Rangers to win this game and to put more runs on the board. I mean, like, there were like multiple times we had runners at third with less than one out, and we just can't get it done. Like, Rowdy Tellez, what the hell are you doing swinging at a pitch 8 feet outside? Like, where's the plate discipline on this team? Or how about Jonah Heim swinging at a pitch that's nearly at his freaking head and like striking out? Like, what are you even doing, dude? Like, get Jonah Heim the hell off my team. The guy is an unmitigated disaster. Every time there's runners on the corners or there's a runner in scoring position, you know he's not going to get him in. Like, you can just bet on it. He's an automatic out. I'm just so done with this crap, man. Like, every time it's the same BS all the time long. Your starting pitching is great. Leiter gave us what we needed, right? He wasn't great, but he wasn't bad. Like, your offense can't bring, like, your offense got 3 runs, but guess what? After the 3rd inning, we stopped hitting. We had multiple opportunities to blow this wide open, and we didn't. And then the bullpen. I mean, we knew Garcia. Like I said, Garcia was going to blow it. You knew it. You knew when he stepped on the mound in Seattle, he was going to blow it. And Chris Young, don't know why he doesn't go get a damn closer when you absolutely needed it and instead focused on starting pitching. Can you put Merrill Kelly in the back end of the bullpen and be the 9th inning guy? Like, I don't know. Like, can you put can you put Nathan Eovaldi as your back end of the 9th inning guy? Because I'm telling you right now, it doesn't matter if these starters go 7 innings or whatever. It doesn't matter if Maton comes in and gives you a great 8th inning or Coulomb gives you a great 8th inning or 7 and 8th innings. It doesn't matter when you're going to blow it in the 9th anyways. Like, that's how bad the need was in the 9th. Anybody who has watched Rangers games all season long knew that you cannot have Robert Garcia as your closer moving forward if you wanted to win a World Series. And they didn't do anything. And it sucks because now you're stuck. The trade deadline's come and gone. San Diego's got Mason Miller. And it burned my eyes tonight to see him throwing 103 miles per hour past the St. Louis Cardinals hitters. You could have gotten him. You could have gotten Helsley. You could have gotten Bednar. But instead, you decide to start claiming that you're damn cheap, and instead wait till the last minute for the owner to allow you to go past the luxury tax. And so, guess what? This is what happens. This is what happens when you cheapen out. And you know, Merrill Kelly pitches tomorrow. You know, I have faith Merrill Kelly will give us 6 or 7 good innings. But who's going to close the games? If you're in a 1-run game. Are you really going to tell yourself now that if you're in a 1-run game after the starters are done, after Milner, after Coulomb, after Maton are done, are you really serious to tell me that you have faith in this team to close out a ball game in the 9th in a 1-run game? Because I really don't right now. Like, I think that if whomever they put in, whether it be Garcia, which I know Bochy will continue to do it, which I don't know why he's doing that. He's a Hall of Fame manager, but for some reason this season he's not using his damn head because everybody can see that Robert Garcia is not the guy in the 9th inning. Like, I don't know. I really don't know what you do right now. I really don't know. This was a win that we should have had. It's a big, disgraceful loss because now not only did you lose this game, but you're 2 back of Seattle. And if you get swept in the series, it might be game over for you when it comes to the season because you're going to be 4 back for the last wild card. All the momentum that you've generated after sweeping the A's, sweeping the Braves, beating the Tigers, like this great start to the second half, all has evaporated right now. There is like all that momentum is gone now. And so Rangers got to get at least we got to get the next 2 and split the series in Seattle and basically just try to hold on from there because the schedule doesn't get any easier after that. You got the Yankees, you got the Phillies after that. I think you got the Astros as well. It is a very tough schedule. But going into the comments, I know we have a lot of comments. You know, my guy Callum McClurg, appreciate you for not rubbing the Mason Miller thing in my face. Appreciate that. Appreciate you for not trolling me about the Rangers loss tonight. It was one of the more painful losses that I've ever experienced in my life. Shout out to Jack Leiter, by the way. The guy battled tonight and didn't have his best stuff, but he freaking battled out there. Chardot says, "Hey Isaiah, how's it going?" Callan says, "Ha ha ha." Hey, buddy, your Padres are just like my Rangers in that last wild card battle. So don't be getting ahead of yourself now, man. Don't be getting ahead of yourself because you guys could blow it too. I mean, you guys got some teams. Like, there's a lot of teams that are on your doorstep right now. Let's see. Callan says, "Are they making a mistake sending Rocker back to AAA?" I think they are. I think they should have shifted him to the bullpen. I think that he, with his stuff, especially for just one inning, I think it plays in the ninth inning. Um, sometimes he can be wild. Sometimes he can be absolutely dominant. Like he's learning how to pitch right now. But if it's the ninth inning, if you put him in the ninth, I think it might be like a Mason Miller A situation from last year where you just plug him in, let the talent flow and see what happens. Um, Maybe you try to do that. Um, but yeah, I think it was a mistake, to be honest with you. I think that they needed to do something in the ninth, and unfortunately, looks like they've made all the wrong moves. Um, Callan says, I mean, Doval blew it for the Yankees tonight against the Marlins. Yeah, but I mean, I rather still have as like, I mean, that's like one game though, in like a blue moon. Like Doval's been really good this season. He's been lights out. And I think that that's what you really need. Like I trust him over Robert Garcia, and I've just watched so many games where Robert Garcia has just blown it, not even just blown it. It's like even when he doesn't blow it, it's like he gets like a couple of runners on and it's a tight game, and you know that's not going to play in the playoffs. Like I call it the Santiago Casilla effect. I was watching a lot of Giants games back in the day, and Casilla would get so many runners on base, and he would have to wiggle out of a lot of jams, and that's just not sustainable if you want to win in the playoffs in important games, because the teams that you're facing in these important games are ultra talented, so they're going to ultimately beat you. Callan says, I don't understand why they love using Milner. Well, Milner's like Javier Lopez for the Rangers. Like he's very effective, even though he doesn't throw hard, he gets out. So I think that he's definitely one of our better relievers. Coulomb was lights out tonight. I was very impressed. Thank God they have another lefty now in the pen. Maton struggled a little bit, but I think he will be okay. But I don't like Maton, to be honest, in the eighth inning. I think that he's more of like a seventh inning guy or a sixth inning guy. I just don't like him in the eighth. I think you need someone else. Maybe you could put Rocker. Maybe you could move Garcia to the eighth, and then maybe you could do Rocker in the ninth, or heck, I would put Leiter in the pen because I think Leiter's stuff plays in the ninth. Like he was throwing 100 left and right tonight. I think he dialed up 101 at one point. He's got a nasty kick change. Like I think like if the situation in the ninth continues to get worse and worse, I think that might be what you have to do if you're the Texas Rangers, because you do have a surplus of starting pitching, and Tyler Mally's coming back. John Gray is back now. Josh Sports is going to be back shortly. So they do have some options, but that Leiter going to the pen, even though I do like him as a starter, that does intrigue me. But maybe you can put him in the bullpen right now, and then you can try to win it with him closing games, and then like convert him back to being a starter after that. I know they tried that with Neftali Feliz like back when he came up back in the day. So maybe you can do that. Chardot says, thoughts on the Rangers 4-3 loss against the Mariners? Absolutely devastating, is how I will put it. Just terrible loss. You can't lose games like this. You had this game in the bag and you just blew it. Let's see. A lot of comments, by the way. Callan says the A's may be dumb, but they're not that dumb to trade Miller to a division rival. I mean, that's true, but I mean, if the package include Josh Young, who's one of the best young third basemen in the game, I mean, if you're offered that, and maybe you're offered like Sebastian Walcott, the Rangers' top prospect, and maybe Kumar Rocker, I mean, that is a very enticing package, which sadly we'll never know. But, God, Callan says Miller time, baby. You're never gonna let that go, won't you? You will never let that go of Mason Miller going to your freaking Padres, man. AJ Preller, why do you have to poke your nose and be nosy? Like, well, you don't even need a closer. You have Robert freaking Suarez, like for the foreseeable future, and you go get Mason Miller. Why? You're gonna put him in the starting rotation after this season? Like that? It's just. Come on, man. Stop sticking your nose in my business, AJ Preller. Let's see. Callan says the Felix Rodriguez effect. I think you meant to say the Felix Hernandez effect. I don't think there was ever a Felix Rodriguez in baseball, sadly, Callan. But I'll let you go on that. But I'm just glad, by the way, that Callan can't jump on and roast me tonight on here. Because we don't need another Isaiah loses again, parade, and it's just through right now. But one good outing, then implode the next. Yeah, true. I mean, but Garcia's never really had like shut down outings, to be honest. So he's had like good outings, but it's just been like there's been runners on, and that scares the living crap out of me whenever he pitches. So by the way, yeah, I sent the link out. If you guys want to jump on, feel free to. We're just doing a little bit of Rangers post game show. There is an announcement that I'm gonna be teasing in a little bit, so make sure you guys stay tuned for that. Let's see. Callan says never liked Maton when he was in San Diego. He keeps getting passed around because he's unreliable. Yeah, I mean he threw a lot of pitches tonight. I think he pitched like 20 pitches. I think that he did get some runners on. It was a tricky situation, but he struck out Polanco, I think, to end it. So I guess that was good from him. And then Callan says, yeah, Felix Rodriguez actually was a pitcher in baseball. He pitched for the Giants in Game 6 of the 2002 World Series. Oh, good to know. I was 4 years old at that time. So, but yeah, just a tough loss by the Rangers. Game that you should have had, and unfortunately you didn't get. And it's something that is very devastating. The way you lost it, it's devastating. The way that you weren't able to get runners home when you had great opportunities, it's just devastating. This team is just reverting back to the bad habits of when they were really, really struggling, and that's not good to see. But anyways, guys, big announcement. I want to tease it right now. So if we can play the breaking news segment, that would be great. All right, guys. Major breaking news. Just want to say this, and I'm very, very excited to announce this. But very excited to announce this major announcement that we have, and that is I am going to be starting a Texas Rangers platform on all over social media. It's called the Rangers Report. It's going to be about all things Rangers. You're going to hear my thoughts about all things Rangers. We're going to have post-game shows. We're going to have short videos. We're going to have maybe some watch parties later on down the line. But yeah, I'm very excited to announce it. I've always wanted to do something like Rangers theme. I think that, the Texas Rangers are one of the best organizations, not only in baseball, but in all of sports. Their players are awesome. I've met them a couple of times. Ray Davis sat down with the owner. He sat next to me. We talked some ball when I visited spring training. So, that's why I fell in love with the organization. I just remember like 2011, obviously 2023 when we won the World Series, but I've always liked to talk about the Rangers. I've done some videos, and I'm just very excited to start creating content about the Texas Rangers. So yeah, we're gonna have short videos. We're gonna have post game shows. We're gonna have a lot of stuff, pre-game shows, you name it. It's all about the Rangers. Whatever Rangers. You're gonna see it. We're gonna have it. It's gonna be fun, and me, I'm going to be doing a podcast, by the way, with someone that I know fairly well who's a fellow Rangers fan, and we're going to be chopping it up about the Texas Rangers. So make sure you guys tune in on that. I think we're going to launch it in a couple of weeks. So make sure you guys tune in. We're launching a new Rangers themed, Rangers only, Rangers centric platform. Tune in on that. But guys, it's been a good healing sort of a show. Appreciate everybody for tuning in and letting me vent and hear me out. The Rangers lose. Robert Garcia blew it. Sucks. But Merrill Kelly makes his debut tomorrow. So hopefully we turn the page, and that's an exciting thing to see because I can't believe we got Merrill Kelly. Still can't believe it. But guys, it's been it's been not a fun show, but appreciate everybody for tuning in. And we'll see you guys next time here for another maybe Rangers post game show. We'll see. But have a good night, everybody.